Hey, brother, do me a favor. Come here. Hey, stop. Smoke pursuit.
In America today, over 1.2 million violent crimes are committed every year. Some cities are so dangerous, residents have a 1 in 55 chance of becoming a victim. And shockingly, homicides in cities like Kansas City and Detroit have shattered historic records. Welcome to USA Revealed. In this video, we're counting down the top 10 most dangerous cities in the US for 2025, based on the latest crime stats, real-world data, and on-the-ground realities. Stay tuned, some of these places might shock you. Don't forget to hit subscribe and like the video to stay up to date with all of our future content. Number 10, Kansas City, Missouri. Kansas City has earned its spot on the list with a violent crime rate of 1,833.4 per 100,000 residents, placing it among the most dangerous cities in the US. In 2023, the city reached a grim milestone with 176 homicides, the highest number in its history. The root causes of this violence are complex, combining severe economic hardship, a significant gang presence, and widespread drug-related crime. With a poverty rate of 16.1% and an unemployment rate of 3.9%, many residents are trapped in a cycle of poverty that fosters criminal activity. Despite efforts to reduce crime, the city continues to struggle with addressing these systemic issues. As the community faces ongoing challenges, Kansas City serves as a stark reminder of how poverty, lack of opportunities, and crime are often interconnected, creating an environment where safety and security can feel elusive for its residents. The situation in Kansas City highlights the need for targeted solutions to break the cycle and improve the quality of life for its citizens. Number 9, Cleveland, Ohio. Cleveland grapples with a violent crime rate of 1,700 per 100,000 residents, significantly surpassing both state and national averages. This elevated rate reflects a complex interplay of socioeconomic challenges. The city has experienced prolonged economic decline, leading to high poverty rates and limited job opportunities. Such conditions often create environments where criminal activities can thrive. In particular, neighborhoods with concentrated poverty have seen persistent issues related to gang violence and drug trafficking. These areas often lack sufficient investment in education and community resources, further perpetuating cycles of crime. Efforts to address these issues include initiatives like the RISE program, which aims to bolster police recruitment and community engagement. Additionally, the city has focused on housing and neighborhood development, with programs designed to support affordable housing and small businesses. While these measures have led to some improvements, challenges remain. The persistent high crime rates underscore the need for comprehensive strategies that address the root causes of violence, including economic inequality, education, and community development. Continued collaboration between law enforcement, community organizations, and residents is essential to creating a safer and more resilient Cleveland. Number 8, Little Rock, Arkansas. Little Rock faces significant challenges with a violent crime rate of 1,634 per 100,000 residents, placing it among the highest in the nation. The city's total crime rate is 209% higher than the national average, with residents having a 1 in 55 chance of becoming a victim of violent crime. Economic hardship plays a substantial role in this issue. Approximately 16.4% of Little Rock's population lives in poverty, and the median household income stands at $60,583. These economic disparities are compounded by limited access to quality education and employment opportunities, which can increase the likelihood of criminal behavior. Additionally, gang activity and drug-related offenses are prevalent in certain neighborhoods, further exacerbating the crime situation. While the city has implemented various initiatives to combat these issues, the persistent challenges highlight the need for comprehensive strategies addressing economic inequality, education, and community safety. Residents and local authorities continue to collaborate on efforts to reduce crime and improve quality of life in Little Rock. However, overcoming these deep-rooted issues requires sustained commitment and multifaceted approaches. Number 7. Oakland, California. Oakland's violent crime rate stands at 1,271 per 100,000 residents, significantly higher than the national average of 399.5. While the city has made strides in reducing homicides in recent years, challenges persist. In 2023, Oakland reported 47 homicides, the lowest since the pandemic. Economic inequality plays a pivotal role in the city's crime dynamics. Areas with concentrated poverty often experience higher rates of violence. Additionally, gang activity continues to contribute to gun violence and homicides. Youth in Oakland are particularly affected, with guns being the leading cause of death for individuals under 24 between 2019 and 2023. Organizations like the East Oakland Youth Development Center and Restorative Justice for Oakland Youth offer support, but resources remain limited. Despite these challenges, Oakland's community resilience shines through. Efforts to address the root causes of violence continue, aiming to create safer environments for all residents. Number 6. New Orleans, Louisiana. New Orleans continues to face a high violent crime rate of 1,400 per 100,000 residents, fueled by a range of socioeconomic challenges. Prolonged periods of economic decline have resulted in widespread poverty and a lack of job prospects. In 2023, the city's median household income was $32,271, and by 2024, the unemployment rate rose to 4.6% based on Data Commons figures. These economic struggles, along with restricted access to quality education and consistent employment, have fostered an environment where criminal activity is more likely to occur. Gang activity and drug-related crimes remain widespread in several neighborhoods, adding to the city's ongoing crime challenges. Although New Orleans has introduced a range of programs aimed at tackling these problems, the continued struggles emphasize the urgent need for broad, long-term solutions that focus on reducing economic disparities, improving education, and strengthening community safety. Community members and city officials are actively working together to lower crime rates and enhance the overall quality of life in New Orleans. Nevertheless, addressing these deeply embedded problems demands ongoing dedication and a comprehensive range of strategies. Number 5. St. Louis, Missouri. St. Louis faces a violent crime rate of around 1,800 per 100,000 residents, making it one of the most violent cities in the U.S. This high rate is driven by a mix of socioeconomic issues. The city has struggled with long-term economic decline, resulting in high poverty levels and a lack of job opportunities. In 2023, the median household income in St. Louis was $55,279, with nearly 19.8% of the population living below the poverty line, according to U.S. Census Bureau data. These economic challenges are further exacerbated by inadequate access to quality education and employment, which can increase the risk of criminal activity. In addition, gang violence and drug-related offenses are common in certain neighborhoods, further worsening the city's crime situation. While several initiatives have been launched to address these problems, the persistent challenges highlight the necessity for broad strategies that target economic disparities, education, and community security. Residents and officials in St. Louis are collaborating to reduce crime and improve living conditions, but tackling these deeply rooted issues will demand ongoing commitment and a multifaceted approach. Despite these challenges, St. Louis has seen a decrease in violent crime rates in recent years. In 2023, the city experienced a 21% reduction in crime, marking the lowest crime rate in a decade and a historic decline in homicides over the last 90 years, according to local news reports. This progress underscores the potential for positive change through continued efforts and community engagement. Number 4. Detroit, Michigan. Detroit has faced persistent challenges with a violent crime rate of 1,700 per 100,000 residents, ranking it among the most dangerous cities in the nation. Much of this high crime rate is linked to the city's severe economic struggles. Decades of industrial collapse have resulted in widespread unemployment and deep-rooted poverty across many neighborhoods. Today, nearly 30% of Detroit's residents live below the poverty line, placing it among the most economically disadvantaged cities in the United States. These economic hardships have created an environment where crime can thrive, particularly in neighborhoods that have been neglected and underinvested. Gang violence and drug trafficking are widespread, as many residents turn to illegal activities out of desperation. Although city leaders have launched various initiatives to address these issues, such as focusing on revitalizing neighborhoods and improving job opportunities, progress has been slow. The road to recovery is complicated, but efforts to revitalize Detroit continue. Tackling the root causes of crime, such as poverty, lack of education, and limited economic opportunities, will be key to transforming the city and reducing its high crime rates. Number 3. Baltimore, Maryland. Baltimore's violent crime rate stands at 1,800 per 100,000 residents, a staggering figure that highlights the city's ongoing struggles. One of the main contributing factors to this high crime rate is the significant economic inequality that persists in the area. Many neighborhoods in Baltimore face extreme poverty, with nearly 24% of residents living below the poverty line, which exacerbates social tensions. Limited access to quality education and employment opportunities perpetuates the cycle of poverty and crime, offering many individuals little hope for a brighter future. As a result, this environment has contributed to a rise in violent crimes, including homicides and assaults, which are unfortunately widespread in certain areas of the city. Although there have been continued efforts to combat these issues, including investments in community programs and crime prevention, the challenges remain deeply entrenched. Addressing these problems demands a holistic strategy that goes beyond law enforcement, emphasizing the need to enhance economic opportunities, education, and social services. This approach is crucial for breaking the cycle of crime and creating a safer, more thriving Baltimore for everyone. Number 2. Memphis, Tennessee. Memphis has a violent crime rate of roughly 1,900 per 100,000 residents, ranking it among the most dangerous cities in the U.S. This high crime rate is driven by various socioeconomic factors. The city has suffered from extended economic downturns, resulting in high levels of poverty and a shortage of job opportunities. In 2023, Memphis median household income was $51,211, with about 22.5% of its residents living in poverty, according to U.S. Census Bureau data. These financial inequalities are further exacerbated by limited access to quality education and employment, which contribute to the likelihood of criminal activity. Moreover, gang violence and drug-related crimes are common in specific areas, worsening the overall crime problem. Although the city has introduced several programs to address these issues, the ongoing challenges emphasize the need for comprehensive solutions that focus on economic disparity, education, and public safety. Local residents and authorities are working together to reduce crime and enhance the community's quality of life. However, resolving these deeply ingrained problems requires long-term dedication and a variety of strategies. Despite these ongoing challenges, Memphis has observed a decline in violent crime rates in recent years. In 2024, the city recorded a 13.8% decrease in overall crime, with notable reductions in homicides and motor vehicle thefts. This progress highlights the potential for meaningful improvements through sustained efforts and active community involvement. Number 1. Birmingham, Alabama. Birmingham, Alabama, has a violent crime rate of around 1,800 per 100,000 residents, making it one of the most dangerous cities in the United States. This high crime rate is driven by a mix of socioeconomic challenges. The city has faced extended economic decline, resulting in elevated poverty levels and a lack of job opportunities. In 2023, the median household income in Birmingham was $51,211, with about 22.5% of the population living below the poverty line, based on U.S. Census Bureau data. These economic challenges are further aggravated by limited access to quality education and employment options, factors that can contribute to an increase in criminal activity. Furthermore, gang violence and drug-related crimes are widespread in specific areas, making the crime problem even more severe. Although the city has introduced several measures to address these issues, the ongoing challenges emphasize the need for well-rounded solutions that focus on economic disparity, education, and public safety. Local residents and authorities are working together to tackle crime and enhance living conditions in Birmingham. However, overcoming these ingrained problems requires long-term dedication and a variety of approaches. Despite the ongoing challenges, Birmingham has witnessed a decline in violent crime rates in recent years. In 2024, the city reported a 7% drop in overall violent crime, along with notable reductions in homicides and motor vehicle thefts. This progress highlights the possibility of positive change through sustained efforts and active community involvement. These cities are grappling with significant crime challenges driven by factors such as poverty, unemployment, and lack of educational opportunities. Tackling these underlying issues is key to lowering crime rates and enhancing safety. Supporting initiatives focused on economic growth, education, and community involvement is vital in fostering safer neighborhoods. If you found this video informative, don't forget to subscribe to USA Revealed for more detailed insights. Share this video with your friends and family to spread awareness of the challenges faced by these cities.